It's TGI Friday, and it's Virgo season. We have turned into fall all of a sudden. You went to bed last night. It was Leo's summer. Woke up this morning. It's Virgo's fall. Yep. 5:38 this morning Eastern Time. If you were awake at the gym, it snuck up on you. If you were asleep by the time you woke up this morning, we are in Virgo season. The sun moved into Virgo, which continues now until September 22nd. But the other thing today is just the amount of challenges represented by a lot of red aspects in the chart today. You know, my highly sophisticated astrological system is to just look at the chart and see. My system uses red and blue. Some use red and green. Is there more red than blue? Today, I would say yes. There are some great trine aspects all over the place. We've talked about them already this week. But there are some new challenges, and a lot of them emanate from the moon. So you could feel a little cranky or grumpy or just off today. If that's there for you, just realize it's in the sky as well. And there are, just use your intention setting skills that we talk about on here a lot to work around it. But just heads up. The planets have made shifts. Mercury is still sitting back in Leo, and it wants to get over to the Virgo party because it rules Virgo, but it won't get there until the end of next week on Thursday. But you've got the Sun and Venus and Mars, and they were pretty happy. Mars and the Sun especially were pretty happy over in Leo. Virgo is waiting to get to Libra, which it rules, so it's not so comfortable in Virgo's Earth. So you've got, there's just going to be a change. It's just going to feel different as we've moved in. And then, as I mentioned yesterday, we've got this Sesquisquare with the big three. So there's some stuff going on that's just going to be a little bit buggy here for a little while. Things are going to feel different, and some things are going to be moving around differently as well. But let's use the rest of this time together to talk about the maiden, Virgo. So Virgo is an earth sign. We're back to earthy energy. And it is represented by the maiden, the fall harvest, if you will, and it's ruled by Mercury. Here's a great little description of Virgo. Virgos can be on the quiet side. They are very grounded. There's the earth. They are self-contained. They are efficient. One of the things about Virgos makes them a great employee is that they are so efficient. And they will get the job done, and they will stay late doing it. They can be workaholics, but they can just be very committed. If you've ever worked around a Virgo and knew a Virgo that was just a great employee, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They like things to be done right, and when they're not, they can get critical. They can get cranky. They can get grumpy. So that's where you see that side of Virgo. It can criticize because it's measuring what's out there, which is unrealistic, against its standard, which is also sometimes unrealistic. And there's the tension, right? To a Virgo, failure is not an option. So if it looks like things aren't working out well, it gets nervous. Virgos can be, not always, I would say Gemini would be more prototypical on this one, but Virgos, because of Mercury, can be good communicators. I know a lot of people in the radio business who are Virgos. They do very well just being natural communicators. Another way that Virgo capitalizes on that mercurial rulership is intellect. Virgos can be smart. My son is a very late Virgo. He's 29-degree Virgo, almost a Libra. But my goodness sakes, he got the brains in the family. I'll tell you what, he's a smart whip. And went to Texas A&M and got an engineering degree and was doing math problems as long as the side of the building. Now, I'm not saying that all signs couldn't do that and do that. You bet there are a bunch of all kinds of signs in the engineering programs all over the world right now. But just saying that Virgo has a little bit of an extra edge there. What are their strengths? Well, efficiency. I think, would be probably one of the biggest ones. Get the job done. Get it done right. Just do it. I'll figure it out. Get out of my way, right? That kind of thing. And as far as weaknesses, the flip side of that, because they do want to get it done so well that when it doesn't go that way, they can be cranky, as we just mentioned. So what's one of the things a Virgo could work on in their life path? Well, it would be just around what we were just talking about, learning to serve from the heart rather than from, let's say, a protocol that says it has to be this or that. That would be something that Virgos could work on. But they're a great sign, and we celebrate you today, Virgos, and we will for the next 30 days. So that's it for this week. Wow, what a great week it has been. Thanks for joining us. We are going to move Mercury into the party next week, and we'll talk about some of those challenges as our fast-moving signs have moved into the fall. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week on the Fun Astrology Podcast.